Hello and welcome to Ryno's Orioles Report. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. So, yeah, not a sweep against the Devil Rays, but 2 out of 3 ain't bad. And saw a lot of, I want to say, improvement by the Orioles, especially in the hitting department. Moving runners over, getting them in with sacrifice flies, getting clutch hits with 2 strikes or 2 outs. Not something we were seeing a whole lot of earlier in the year. And some will say grinding through it in some of these pitching performances. But at the same time, some of the same old shit. This guy's injured. This guy gets injured. Well, this guy's coming back. Well, now this guy gets injured. Now we got to send this guy away because we got to have an extra guy here. Oh, yeah. The roster's a mess. People are going on the injured list again. Or we expect anyway. But at least you're winning series. So somewhat of an improvement. So you can see them on MassonSports.com. Let's get to game 1. Tampa Bay Devil Rays 8. Baltimore Orioles 22. No, this isn't some obscure football game. This is a baseball game. Yeah. Rays, you see that 6 runs in the second inning. Orioles fight right back with 4. And then tack on a whole bunch more. Craziness. And to a certain extent, this is almost really bad because, of course, this being a Friday game, it was on stupid-ass Apple TV. I don't have Apple TV. Couldn't watch it. Had to listen to it. Guess what? With the performance Friday night, Apple's probably going to want more games. Bullshit. How many stupid streaming service platforms or whatever platform so you can watch a baseball game do you gotta have? One should be enough. But apparently it's not anymore. Stupid. Holiday hitting an RBI. Westburg 1 hit, 1 at bat. Arias pinch hitting early. Yeah, spoiler alert. Westburg hurts his finger again. Diving into a base again. Whatever, man. Whatever. Arias, 3 hits and 2 RBIs coming off the bench. Okay. Yeah. Should have been in there in the first place, I guess. Kind of looks that way, don't it? Henderson, 4 hits, 2 RBIs. Vasquez coming in late for defensive replacement, substitution kind of deal. O'Hearn over, but walked twice. Lariano, 2 hits, 2 RBIs, walked twice. Carlson, again in a blowout, getting him some playing time. Over in his only plate appearance. Cowser, 3 hits, 2 RBIs, 2 walks. Some of these guys walking that don't walk. Sanchez, 4 hits, 4 RBIs, and a walk. Mullins, 1 hit, 3 RBIs, and a walk. Mayo, 2 hits, 4 RBIs, no walks. That sounds about right. Woo! Lots of offense. And I remember saying, especially during this 7th run, 8th inning, hey, save some for tomorrow because you might need it tomorrow. Well, they didn't. And yeah, they could have used some more offense tomorrow in the next game. But however, Cowser 3, Sanchez, Mullins, Lariano, Arias, Westburg, and Mayo also with doubles. Henderson triple, Sanchez, Henderson, Holiday with home runs. And yes, Kobe Mayo, first career Major League home run. Congratulations. Yeah, it was off of Mr. Caballero here. Is it Junior or Jose? It's Jose, position player. Because Ray's down big, so they put a position player in the pitch that 8th inning. Yeah. So, look, it's terrible that you had one of these games against the Reds where they just crushed you. But it is good to see that you can do this. That's nice. And yeah, it was off a position player, but you know what? A home run's a home run. Stolen bases by Lariano and Arias. Tomoyuki Sugano getting the start in this, going 5 full innings, giving up 9 hits, 7 runs, 1 walk, and only striking out 2. How in the hell do you give up 7 runs in 5 innings and still win? Crazy ass baseball game. And I didn't even get to watch it. Dirty rat bastards. Yeah, but this is what I mean by gutty grinding out the pitching performance. 6 runs in the second inning. And Sagano's still able to go 5. That's a... Yes, giving up 6 runs is terrible. But it's still a good effort out there because you only had to use 3 guys out of the bullpen. So, yes. It's a terrible line, but good effort getting through 5. Bullpen only getting 4 innings between 3 pitchers. Dominguez, first guy out of the pen, pitching the full 6th inning. No hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Aiken pitching the 7th inning. Does give up 3 hits and 1 run, but no walks, 1 strikeout. Cade Stroud in to finish off the game, pitching the 8th and the 9th. Does give up a hit, but no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Fairly good out there. Was somewhat odd that it seems that we've been in the Mike Elias era for so long. It's where are the Mike Elias developed relievers? It's like there were none. Traded for a bunch of them, like say Cano or who's the other guy that gave up? Coulomb. And they were almost in the major leagues right away. You can't really say that Mike Elias developed them. As in drafting them early or acquiring them real early and then spending the whole time developing in your system. You could almost argue that while Dean Kramer was acquired by Dan Duquette, he was developed by Mike Elias. But that's maybe a different conversation for a different day. Let's get to game 2. Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. I wanted to talk about this in the 2nd inning. After Sagano gives up 6, you got the Oriole offense coming up. Lariano walks, Cowser doubles. Sanchez walks, bases are loaded. Mullins not able to get the run in. Kobe Mayo coming up here. Clutch moment for the kid, right? You got the sacks full. You need runs. What do? Hell, all you got to do is hit a deep fly ball. He does that and a little more. Yeah, he gets behind in the count. 2-2 count. He's got 2 strikes on him, and he hits a double. Again, there was progression there. Then, with what Mayo's on second, Sanchez is on third, Holiday strikes out. Ramon Arias comes in pinch hitting because Jordan Westburg messed his finger up again, and Arias with a 2-out hit. Scoring 2 more. Again, that's something that the Orioles weren't doing early. They weren't. Was it Brandon Hyde pushing the wrong buttons, pinch hitting guys in the wrong spot, or the mood of the clubhouse? The mood of the dugout. Season was too early. You're getting too beaten up and everybody's coming on the injured list. Nobody's coming off the injured list. You're having that in a few cases here while still having some people go on. But they're going on these injured list stints that are expected to be shorter. Little column A, little column B. Let's get to game 2. See, you could have used... If you put the 7 runs from the 8th inning in the first game, here it's 11-10. A lot closer than 11-3. Yes, game 2, Devil Rays 11, Orioles 3. Yeah, made 2 hours in this game. That did not help. Holiday with 3 hits though, but that's it. No runs or RBIs. disappointing. Arias, over. Henderson, over. O'Hearn, over. Mayo, pinch, I guess technically coming in for a defensive replacement. Does get a hit. Laureano hit 2 RBIs, walked once. Kowser, over. Sanchez, over. Mullins, over. Chadwick, Trump. 2 hits and an RBI. All right. You're back up catcher. Yeah, because Rutschman, then Sanchez, then Hanley. Yes, it's the backup to the backups to the backup. Whew. Yeah, because there's that many injuries. Home runs by Laureano and Trump. There you go. First home run as an Orioles. Congratulations. Stolen base by Holiday. Fielding error by Trump. He giveth and he taketh away. Also a fielding error by Zach Eflin. Had the dude picked off at first. Really fast dude. Simpson, I think his name is. Super duper fast. And of course, you just walk him, which is awesome. At the same time, you're sitting there holding the ball. He just takes off, so you just step off and try to throw to second, and you can't throw to second base. Or you have a terrible throw to second base. You're throwing balls into the outfield, Mr. Trump. Yeah, well, spoiler alert. As you can see here, Eflin only goes 1 inning. Some kind of back tightness. We'll see when or if, who knows at this point, if he goes on the injured list. Eflin only able to get through 1 inning. Somehow he got through it. Does give up 5 hits and 4 runs. No walks, no strikeouts. Yay! Scott blew it. Man, right out of the pen. Whew! Yeah, he probably did not expect you would have to come in the game that early, ever. But you always got to be ready, I guess. Eflin, 2 2/3 of an inning. So pitching the full 2nd and 3rd, and then 2 outs in the 3rd. 2 outs of the 4th. Does give up 2 hits and 4 runs and 3 walks and strikes out 3. Yeah. Not too good. But I guess at this point, and Tony Manzanino said it, at this point you've already thrown in the tap. You're just trying to get through the game. Which I guess is that's how it's got to go, I guess. Sounds like you don't have enough people on the roster. It really does sound like that. You got to cover all these games from a pitching staff, but then you want starters in there, so that's 5 slots. Every 5 days there. So you got, 8 relief pitchers. But when you have these 2-week-long stretches with no off days, covering 4 innings a night can be tough. And then when you have games like this, or extra inning games, then what? Yeah. However, Cage Stroud finishing off the 4th inning and then pitching the full 5th inning. Does give up a hit and a run and a walk, 1 strikeout. But fairly nice performance considering that he pitched the day before this. Gregory Soto in to get some work, pitching the full 6th inning. No hits, no runs, 2 walks, no strikeouts. But again, some of these guys just got to get in there. You got a blowout one night. You're getting your butt kicked the other night. Excuse me. Some of these higher leverage reliever guys, they just have to get in there. They have to get their work in. Kittredge on for the 7th inning. Pitching the full 7th inning, does give up 3 hits, 2 runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Wonderful. Luis Vasquez in for the 8th and the 9th. Yeah. This was, position player pitching. One of the craziest performances, even, I guess technically he's pitched 3 innings. And he's gotten 3 double plays. Okay, he's given up a few hits. Somehow, he gets the guys behind him to roll over on 1. Maybe they should give him a job as a relief pitcher. I mean, he has the best... Yeah, no, I'll say he has the best line out of anybody else in this game. Pitches 2 full innings, the 8th and the 9th. Does give up 3 hits, but no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. And again, threw 2 double play balls. He threw 14 pitches. 6 outs on 14 pitches. I'm telling you, that was the best line of this game. And again, it does save the bullpen to a certain extent. So again, grinding through pitching performances. Third and final game of the series. Yes. Series win. Woohoo! Tampa Bay Devil Rays 1, Baltimore Orioles 5. Woohoo! Holiday over, but he walked once. Arias hitting an RBI. Henderson 1 hit. O'Hearn 1 hit. Liriano 2 hits. Kowser hitting an RBI. Sanchez 2 hits and an RBI. Mullins hitting an RBI. Mayo hitting an RBI. Damn, man, the bottom of the lineup is killing it now. Usually it's your pitchers not able to handle the opposing team's bottom of the lineup. Now it's your bottom of the lineup actually coming through for you and driving in some runs. Huh. About damn time. Liriano, O'Hearn, Arias with doubles. No home runs. Holiday caught stealing. Dean Kramer. Wow. It's got to be one of Kramer's best performances. You don't often see him go 7 innings and only give up 3 hits. Yeah, Kramer, 7 full innings pitched, only giving up 3 hits, no earned runs or runs to speak of, only 1 walk. Got a whip lower than 1. That's very nice. 6 strikeouts to go along with that. Keegan Aiken pitching the full 8th inning, doesn't give up the hit, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Felix Bautista in, no, not a save situation as it's 5-0. And of course, since you know the Orioles gave up the 1 run, yeah, it was Bautista that gave it up. Well, of course it was, because you're bringing him in not a save situation, and apparently that means closers can't pitch well. It doesn't make sense, but for one reason or another, it happens a lot like this. Bautista pitching the full 9th inning, because again, he's got to pitch. Does give up the hit and the run and a walk. Luckily, he gave up the hit and the home run before the walk, or he gave up the hit as a home run before the walk, and then strikes out the side. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever, man. Whatever. But hey, taking this against a division rival, that's good. You are now, what is that? I guess there's still 11 games under 500, aren't there? That's disappointing. Yeah, I mean, they really need a big run. They really do. Maybe not a big run, a good run. All right, let's get to some articles here. Brandon Young, who started in the series before this. Who the hell did they play before this? I don't remember. I talked about it last video. He did make his start. He looked fine. Everybody said, oh, he looked nice. But he needed bullpen help, so Young sent down Cade Stroud, called up. That's how they got him. I'm sorry. All these articles written by Rock Kabatko here, all of them. So all this information comes from an article he wrote talking about Grayson Rodriguez, Tyler Wells, Kyle Bradish, all throwing bullpen sessions. No setbacks to report of. Bradish is the farthest along, and he should be on his way down to Florida to start facing live hitting. Would assume that this is kind of a, let's say, a simulated game kind of thing here, and then maybe a week or 2-ish of that going on, and he goes on a rehab stint. And also Wells should be following Bradish shortly, within the next few days or so. This article here talking about, well, Westburg's injury is day to day. He's not on the injured list yet. But apparently that means you need to make a move. And you're going to send Dylan Carlson down and bring up Emmanuel Rivera. Why? Why? Here's what I don't get. Now with this move, you have 3 outfielders on the roster and 8 infielders. Okay, Westburg's injured. Why did you need another infielder? Even with Westburg not available, you still have, depending on how you want to do your lineup or your fielding, O'Hearn at first, Holiday at second, Henderson at short, Arias at third, Mayo and Vasquez as your backups. Okay, what's the problem? What's the problem? With Carlson gone, all you have in the outfield is Mullins, Laureano, and Cowser. Oh, I guess technically you can call Ryno Hearn an outfielder. No. I don't. I don't agree with this move. To me, this is a move made by idiots. It's a move that it shows your baseball intelligence. Why would you bring up Rivera and send Carlson down? Why? Why? Is Westburg going on the injured list? Is he going on the injured list? If he's going on the injured list, technically, you could put him on the injured list and then recall Carlson. You could do that. You can get away with that because of the injury. But at the same time, when you're done with Rivera, whenever that is, he has to clear waivers again. And then, even if he clears waivers, he has to accept the assignment. You run a huge risk of not being able to keep Rivera. Now, at the same time, you could send Vasquez down. But then who's your backup shortstop? You don't really have one. I guess you have Holiday or Arias. So do you really want that? Not really. I don't get this move. It's a stupid move. It's a stupid move. And it's an unnecessary move. It was an unnecessary move. That's part of it. It's not only just what it does to the construction of your roster now. Because again, you don't have a backup outfielder. You want to give Mullins a day off? Fine. Cowser plays center. Laureano plays left. O'Hearn plays right field. That doesn't sound great because guess what? Who's your defensive replacement in the 8th or 9th inning if you're winning? Mullins? I thought you were going to give him a day off. Oh, cool. Again, why would you do that to the outfielders? You can afford to do that to your infielders. You have guys that can play around there. You now have very few people that can go cover down on the outfield. And the only guy really is a first baseman. Terrible. Terrible. Idiots. Another article here. Oh. This is another bullpen move. Sending away Cade Stroud and bringing up selecting the contract of Matt Bowman. Now, the sad part of this is Bowman doesn't have options. I mean, you get why you're sending Stroud away. Pitched a lot. Right? What do you throw? 4 innings in a series? It's kind of a lot. The sad part is when you want to do this again, or you want to bring Cano back, or you want to bring Brandon Young back, which I guess technically maybe you could with Eflin. Eflin's not going on the injured list yet, but it is expected. Again, you could bring Brandon Young back, again, because of the injury. Allows you to negate that 10-day time period where the person being sent out needs to stay down in the minor leagues. You could end up losing Bowman. Or, well, he's cleared waivers so many times, who knows? And at the same time, not only do you run the risk of somebody else snatching him up, but you do run the risk of him not wanting to deal with your shit anymore. sending him up, sending him down. Blah, blah, blah. I don't want to do this no more. Though, to a certain extent, you might just... A lot of buzzing going on. Alright, nothing important. Nobody's dying. We'll see. I guess I'm still annoyed because this is Cano's spot. Really, they're doing this with. It's just. I did see in one of the articles I read here. I don't remember who wrote it, but Cano has at least tossed one scoreless outing for AAA Norfolk. Whatever. However, bunch of idiots. No. This article here talking about Maverick Hanley, he is... What is it? It's a 7-day injured list for a concussion. So he would be eligible to come off either today or yesterday. But with his concussion history... not ready yet, so he'll be on there for a bit longer, which is disappointing. Alright, let's get to the schedule, wrap this shit up, get the hell out of here. 3 games set with the Texas Rangers in Texas coming up. All 3 games, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, scheduled for 8:05. Thank you for the consistency. Oh, and hey, look at this, off day Thursday, woohoo! Before they travel to Atlanta. So that's going to do it for this edition of Ryno's Orioles Report. Please stay tuned for the next episode this Thursday, and I will talk about the series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Texas Rangers. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm the Angry Ryno, and this is Birdland.